Hey YouTube, I'm back. I just wanted to do a quick video. I was in the car today thinking about some I don't know, some things that I wish that I had known, or maybe I knew them but didn't realize how important they would be when starting a mushroom business. So basically this is my 5 grow room safety tips or safety habits that you should, I think that, or at least for me, for how I grow, that I wish someone had told me. So number 5, safety habits, and yes, I did write them down so I didn't forget. Have a shop vac, deck mop, or cleaning products around all the time. I have to use my shop vac every day, the wet shop vac, because again, I grow in a hydroponic tent, and as of right now, I don't have a drain. I'm working on it, but I don't have a drain. So all the condensation that occurs, all the time, I have to get it up. It just, the more moisture condensation that you have on the floor or whatever, it just can lead to bacteria. It's just not good. Algae, mold, like the whole nine. So I'm constantly shop vacuuming things up, and when you harvest, you have little bits of mushroom. I do have a little hand mop, not hand mop, a hand broom or whatever. But something like a shop vac to just kind of get all that stuff, especially that liquid. If you're in a warehouse or a garage, this really isn't applicable. But the deck broom and the deck mop, that really is, just to be able to push that all out. So that's number 5. Number 4 is, for me, again, this isn't going to be for everyone, but for me, have separate shoes. Here are my separate shoes. They're just like little cheap, I don't know, $15 boots. I'm going to put it back on because my foot is cold. So I literally am a farmer. I've got goats, I've got chickens, and a lot of land. And generally what happens if I'm not doing lab work, I will go sometimes from the field to here. I know that's not good. I know that you should do all your lab work stuff first. And again, if I'm in the lab, I go straight past my animals, go to the lab, fresh, clothes, the whole nine. But it's so hard. It's so cold out right now. A lot of times I take care of my animals, give them hot water and stuff like that, because it's freezing out. It's like 10 degrees and feels like it's below 0. So I don't want to hang on, goats, while I go and check on my mushrooms. You guys gotta freeze your asses off, no. And I'm not gonna do that shower the second time. So anyway, so I have separate shoes so that I'm not stepping in either chicken or goat shit and bring it in here and create any more bacteria. So as soon as I come in, I take my regular shoes off and then put these on, and I only wear these shoes in here. All right, enough about that. Number 3, having slip guards or floor mats. Again, if you're in your garage or you're in a warehouse space, let me back up. Again, if you're in a warehouse space, or some type of legit, real deal, big type of shit, I don't know what you're doing on this channel anyways, because this is really for beginners or, intermediate people that just want to make sure that I got my facts right or whatever. But yeah, and if you are a bigger girl and you're watching this, it's probably just to see me, but that's okay. You keep on watching, boo. But anyway, so yeah, so for me, again, slip guards, I have bath mats and front door mats as soon as I come out of my tents, because I have slipped and busted my ass before. It's happened twice. Luckily, neither of those times was I carrying a big harvest cart of mushrooms and they went flying, because that might happen, but it hasn't happened yet. But generally, if I'm going back and forth bringing blocks in and out or whatever, I go in and out a lot. It just, the floor gets really slippery, and again, twice it's happened. So using slip guards or floor mats. Number 2, now this is going to be kind of funny, and in one of my previous videos, I did make fun of myself. So I was using that pink and white polka dot shower cap. And, it was kind of a little tongue-in-cheek, but it was true. I get tired of doing my hair and having to blow my hair out when I'm in this humid environment all the time, and I come out and it's huge. So this is a little gross, bear with me. Last night I showered and washed my hair. It was the first time I had did it in 6 days. Now hold on, before you start making judgments, I'm African American, obviously, and we generally only wash our hair maybe every 5 to 7 days or something like that, sometimes even a little bit more. But so I'm washing my hair, I'm doing my thing, and I've been telling you, I can see this purple liquid in the bottom of my tent, and I wasn't sure if it was algae or whether it was spores. On one of the Facebook groups, and one of my mentors, we basically came to the conclusion that it's spores. It's just spores, literally kind of raining down, getting mixed into the humidity, and it gets in these puddles on the floor. So bottom line, I'm in the shower, you know, I'm doing my thing, I'm sitting in the shower and I'm washing or whatever, and I look down at my feet and it's like fucking purple, like everywhere. So I had freaking spores all up in this long hair. So if you notice, I do change my hair all the time. You guys never know what I'm gonna look like when I do a video. But I got these really long extensions, which I love, except for they were harboring like these freaking golden oyster spores, which is not cute. So I'm in the shower with like purple on my feet, and I'm like, shit, like I really like legitimately have to put something on my head. So I could have did a shower cap, but I actually had a nurse friend, and she has these like bonnets, and they're disposable. So it was like a box of like freaking 1,000 or something. So from here on out, do this. I'm gonna be rocking one of these, and it does do two benefits. One, yeah, it does kind of keep my hair out of the humidity, but then the second thing is, if I'm not washing my hair, you know, every day, I don't have to worry about having spores all over me, because I'm thinking about it. I mean, I gotta like go home, wash my sheets. I got freaking spores probably like all over the place, you know, on my bed. You know, I change my clothes. I shower every day, but not my hair. So, and you know, again, you just like kind of breathing it in, you know, it's all over my face. It's just not, it's not good. So, and with the disposables, again, it's one and done. You can take it off. So again, this is something that no one talked about to me, because I don't know any. I know that there are female growers out there. I just don't know of any larger scale. I mean, I'm small scale, but you know what I mean, like, you know, larger, small scale commercial grower. I don't know of any females. So no one's told me that, or any males with long hair for that matter. So whether you're a female, male with long hair, or you got short hair, just wash that shit up after you're done, or use a bonnet. The number one kind of grow room safety habit that everyone should for sure use, most people do, although I've heard that some people think they're Superman and they don't, but it's to use the HEPA mask. You know, the mask that I always have. Hold on, I don't have it. Hold on. Sorry, I should have had it. But this thing, this Darth Vader, you know, thing that I'm always like speaking through. So these filters, these little purple, pink, whatever, they are HEPA filters, so that basically you don't breathe those spores in. You know, it's probably not even really good to be like talking as much as I do during the videos, but I've just had so many spores because I've got so many blocks in there right now. My large grow room right now, I think I have about 250 blocks in a 10 by 10 space, so that's a lot. And so, and again, I know when I have a high spore count because I can see it literally in puddles on my floor. The water, the liquid is colored. Shouldn't be colored if there's nothing in there. So definitely wearing that, especially when you know you have a high spore count. If you go in there and there's not a lot of mushrooms that need to be harvested or whatever, you got some fresh blocks mostly in there, you're probably fine. But if not, wear that, because otherwise too much exposure to spores can lead you to having like flu-like symptoms, really sick all the time. And then you can actually develop an allergy, which means bye-bye to your mushroom days. So anyways, that's just a quick 5 tips that I wish I kind of knew going into this, but now I do know, and I'm hoping that someone can take some of these things away and incorporate it into their mushroom growing. So take care. Be sure to like the video if you liked it or found it useful, funny, whatever, and make sure you subscribe to see more of my videos. Thanks so much.